From historical reflections to personal experiences, West also offers an insight into the author's time living in London as a student. Giordano Durante's work focuses primarily on Gibraltar, but his publication also explores Andalusia and its cities.
It's difficult to pinpoint one source of inspiration. I mean, for example, one of my poems are called Ghost Train, and it's a tribute to the fairground entertainer who passed away, the man who used to dress up as a woman and dance on top of the ghost train. I think it was a very well-loved and well-recognised feature of Gibraltarian life. And I thought, let's pay him a tribute, let's describe him in quite a memorable way and try and raise that, because I think when you put something into a poem, you sort of transform it in a way and you hold it up and say, look, this is worth paying attention to and looking at. And a lot of the poems are sort of follow that format. So one of them is called Winter Bodies, and it's the experience when you first see people after winter taking off their clothes and going for their first swim when the sun comes out in May. And that sometimes it's not a very perhaps flattering description of someone's body after being, it's obviously very pale and you've been indoors most of the winter. But these are things that I think are worth celebrating. They're like the unloved aspects of experience, and that also applies to some of the London poems.
So certainly exploring a variety of subject matter and themes. So are you hoping that your work will be thought-provoking and make people, mull over what's in the book?
That's a hope. I mean, I think even in the minor poems, there are poems there that perhaps aren't as complex, or haven't taken us that much time, or just focus on one little impression. I think even then, I hope they're worth mulling over. I think the aim in poetry, is to condense in as few lines as possible as much feeling or description or just sheer power. That is a real power of poetic language.
Describing his style as mainly traditional, Giordano says the book also features experimental and found poetry. So why not judge for yourself? This is Levante.
Sea-flanked battleground for cawing gulls and arrowhead swifts that swim through the airless morning. Grey, fluff-muffled world and the orange lights of bulk carriers, their bass horns filling the static fog, their superstructures disembodied, like the faraway towers of a city shedding its parts to the veiled bay.
The Cultural Services competition and recent recital events are certainly helping to promote poetry on the rock. The author has a particular message here.
I think it's time to bring poetry, out of the classroom and into everyday life. It's not something that is just the subject of academic study. It should be accessible for everyone, and I don't think people should be afraid of trying their hand at it.
Quirky, witty and thought-provoking. West, priced at £6, can be purchased from the Heritage Trust shop and the Gibraltar Bookshop.